Good evening. This is CTV News for Friday, July 5th. I'm Melissa Wright.
And I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us. A three-vehicle crash sent 7 people to the hospital in Prince George's early this morning, including one who is in grave condition. 2 of the people had to be extricated. They suffered serious life-threatening injuries. The incident happened at about 2:30 this morning at Powder Mill Road and Beltsville Drive. The cause of the crash is still under investigation.
A man involved in a fight with his roommate back in June dies of his injuries. Now that roommate is behind bars. This is 22-year-old Juwan Galman. He has been charged with first and second degree murder. Officers were called to a home at the 4600 block of Edmundston Road in Bladensburg on June 14th for a report of a fight. When they arrived, they found the victim, 57-year-old Lee Ross Jr., unresponsive in a bedroom. Galman admitted to police that he got into a physical altercation with Ross. Unfortunately, Ross died 13 days later.
At that time, our suspect, Juwan Galman, did state to officers on scene that he had assaulted his roommate. Our officers did take the suspect into custody on scene and charged him then initially with attempted second-degree murder and other related charges. By the 27th of June, the decedent did pass away, and those charges have also been stepped up to now first and second-degree murder, and our suspect is held without bond.
No word yet on what led to the physical altercation between the roommates.
Montgomery County Police are investigating a video that shows one of its officers kneeing a handcuffed man. Police say that the incident happened at Aspen Hill Shopping Center. There are at least 4 officers at the scene. One holds the person on the ground by the neck, driving his head into the sidewalk face first. No word on who the person is or what he was accused of doing.
In economic news, the U.S. added 224,000 jobs the month of June, exceeding analyst expectations by nearly 100,000. The unemployment rate inched up to 3.7%, but it's still below 4%, where it's been for more than a year. Many companies are said to be struggling to find workers. The June numbers appear to be staving off concerns that the economy is losing traction.
As the heat wave continues, officials have a reminder for parents: check your back seat. Keisha Butts has more.
Anyone who's been outside knows it's hot and muggy. With this sweltering heat, AAA wants to remind parents to look before they lock. In other words, check your back seat for not only your belongings such as your purse, but make sure your most precious cargo, your child, isn't being left in the car. Sometimes temperatures inside the car can be hotter than outside. Tragically, vehicular heat stroke claimed the lives of 52 kids in 2018. Officials want to remind parents to be more vigilant in order to prevent these deaths.
If you have the back seat mirror that goes on the seat for the infants especially that are backward facing, that's really helpful for me.
Tori Taylor uses a mirror to make sure she doesn't leave her daughter Tommy behind.
I check back there all the time. All you have to do is look in your rear view.
Unfortunately, this isn't the case for everyone.
Sometimes that person might get a phone call, get distracted, and then go the other way, the opposite way that they're supposed to go to their location, and then that's when it happens. They realize that they've left the child unattended in the vehicle.
Officials are urging parents to keep the following tips in mind to prevent these incidents from happening.
We ask them to create a reminder. Put something back in the back seat of the car so that when you are doing something, you know that you have to go back to that item to take it with them. You want to make sure that you check on your child on a regular basis. Just look back in the rearview mirror, see how they're doing.
Chrisman also wants everyone to be on the lookout.
In Maryland, we have a Good Samaritan law. So if you come across a child that's in an automobile and there's no parents around and you find that child and that child is in distress, you can actually break a window.
Officials say the most important tip is to put something of value in the back seat so you won't forget your child. According to Kids and Cars, a kid's body overheats 3 to 5 times faster than an adult body. So it's essential to look in your back seat before you lock your door. In Landover Hills, Keisha Butts, CTV News.
And for more tips, you can visit safekids.org.